talk about the PS5. I want to go back to my original predictions when I first made my speculations video, and I talked about possibly 12.9 teraflops and a 3.2 gigahertz CPU, and the GPU being 12.9 teraflops, 1.8 gigahertz. Right, 56 compute units, and in the end, after Mark Sony's announcements today, I was way off. I mean, the only advantages that the PS5 have over the Xbox Series X are the custom audio and the SSD speed. Not even the SSD capacity, whereas the Xbox Series X is a full terabyte of SSD storage. We're getting what, 825 gigabytes on the PS5?
Yes, that's correct.
We got 2.23 gigahertz of GPU speed with 36 compute units instead of the originally speculated 56 compute units at 1800 megahertz. So basically we're getting 10.28 teraflops of performing power here. So round that up to 10.3 teraflops. Yay.
Yeah, people said it was 9.2.
Well, it's still generally going to be 9.2 because it's basically a dynamic clock speed. That is 2.23 gigahertz is going to be the top. So generally, it's going to be a lot less than that, probably even less than 2 gigahertz, depending on the amount of load they want to maintain performance on. Because they really wanted to go for a cheaper solution here in order to keep the machine cooler.
But it's a fake deal. So you think that later on they will do a, revision like they did with the PS4 Pro?
A lot of people say that. I say I don't know. If that would be really bad. I'm sorry, but after what happened last gen with the PS4 and Xbox Series X, if we're really gonna know for sure that an upgraded version will be coming out like 2-3 years down the line, why buy this now, if at all?
And then you had the whole issue about Sony possibly bringing their games to PC. What?
That's a different subject.
No, it's the same subject. We're talking about PS5 here.
Yeah, we are talking about PS5, but we're talking about the hardware.
Okay, well...
No, that's a different subject. That is an absolutely different subject for a different video.
Well, whatever. Guys, all you have to know, it's a $400 price point versus a at least $500 price point. That's all you guys have to know.
A lot of people are speculating that now. We won't know for sure until much later this year.
So it probably won't come out probably till holiday next year.
We didn't even say that. No. They
I also can't believe they didn't announce backwards compatibility with at least PS2 and PS1 games.
No, they only talked about PS4, just like they talked about last time. And I told you to not get your hopes up on that.
Why? Dude, PC has emulated PS2 games for years.
Yes, and it's all pirated. Duh.
The devil getting owned.
Then why don't these companies do a Nintendo and sue the companies or the websites or whatever if they care so much?
Because every time Nintendo does it, another fucking site pops up that does it again.
I'm disappointed.
They already got Switch emulation on PCs right now.
Yeah, they do. You know, PC, Xbox games, possibly PlayStation games, emulated Switch games. Get a PC. That's what I'm thinking.
Don't give a shit about PC.
Okay.
But no, this is already going to be a really. This is, in my opinion, this is turning out to already be a disastrous gen. Alright.
So you think Sony done fucked up?
Well, yeah.
In terms of,
I'm now interested in what the console's going to look like.
Whatever it looks like, it better not sound like a Chet engine. I'm tired of having consoles that sound like a Chet.
Wait. Yeah, they were talking about that. Yeah,
he don't care. He's still talking about getting the console, even though he already talked about getting the PC. He can't even make up his own mind.
The devil just can't
Guys,
make up his own mind.
listen, if I had an easy way to get PC, I would honestly probably go PC. But I don't have an
just
easy
buy a
way
part
to
here, buy a part there, assemble it here, assemble it there.
I don't know how to do that.
The devil doesn't know how to build a PC.
Oh god, we're gonna have a
I don't
Black
want to
Bond
get an
moment
Xbox
again.
because the games on Xbox are all trash. Like, I still want to play PS2. It's a difficult situation because I'm disappointed with this, but I know Sony's gonna have the games I'm gonna want to play. So I'm so conflicted. Sony just announce all your games on PC so you can so I can get like a bare bones PC and still play your amazing games and don't have to worry about this damn console bullshit.
Nate, Ozzy, listen to every word that's coming out of his mouth. Listen to all of his emotion. The next time either of you want to call me a drama queen again, you look back on this and reflect for the rest of your fucking lives. You hear me?
What? So
Have I ever called you a drama queen?
You even called this conference the pointing goals. Like, come on.
Now I call devil.
I'm trying to fucking keep a level head about here, but Captain Emmy Award over here wants to bring the verbal fire in pitchforks and not fucking talk about this in a sensible manner.
The devil doesn't know it's being recorded.
I know I'm being recorded, and I know no one's gonna watch this either. So, what does it matter?
Wow, that is a typical whiny bitch.
Didn't Xbox announce full backwards compatibility, or is that just the ones that they already done?
It's the ones they've already done. You're not going to get a game that's not available on Xbox Live and just pop it into play. It's just like what they did with the Xbox One and 360.
There's one thing that nobody's talking about.
What?
Ray tracing is going to be optional depending on game to game.
Yeah.
Good. Turn that shit off. Minecraft runs 1080p 30 frames per second on the Series X. I don't want that in. Like, turn it off.
No. You're missing the point. It's not going to be an option for you to access in the game. It's going to be an option to put in for a developer.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I knew that. I just hope they turn it off. I hope they don't bother with it. I'd rather have frames than have the game tank because it's trying to push something that the hardware really isn't capable of doing all that.
Oh, don't tell that to an Xbox fans. They're already, Digital Foundry's already saying, "Oh, ray tracing's the future. The future is here. The dream's a reality."
Yeah, and that's gonna ruin gaming.
They get low frame rate in the process.
But
guys,
I've already said
guys,
that.
If you want this ray tracing, or frame rates of this generation, if not worse. I'm telling you that right now.
But I already said that ray tracing is the future. But the two advantages, although if like I said that the two advantages that Sony have are the customized audio and the SSD speed. What bothers me though is that why such a small amount of storage compared to the Xbox Series X?
Well, it's not that much smaller, only by 200 gigs.
My guess?
That's like just a game nowadays.
My guess is we're trying to keep it within a reasonable price point.
I told you that this is going to be a $400 price versus a $500 price. I'm telling you that right now. That's what's going to happen.
To the average consumer, this is going to be friggin' 8th gen all over again. The PlayStation 5 is going to come out with a cheaper price point, at least $100, and that's going to be more appealing to casuals and hardcores alike.
Yes.
To pick up.
Wait, 8th? What gen was the 8th gen?
PS4 and Xbox One gen.
Oh. Yeah, but the difference is between now and what's going to be happening in the future is that the Xbox One was $500 because of Kinect, and because of the Kinect it was overall weaker. Now it's actually going to have the real power advantage, and the price is going to, and the price is accurately going to reflect that. So it's not the case of whatever.
Yeah, it will be.
I mean, yeah, console gaming are cheap as hell.
And we all know what happened with the PS2. And all the games. The people care for.
But
if this machine is still capable of running 60 frames and developers give us a choice, I'll be happy. I really wouldn't care. But
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
But like you keep saying, that's probably not going to happen, and that's where I'm going to be disappointed. I don't want another generation where 30 frames is a standard. No. No, thank you.
Well,
Give me at least a damn audio. What?
Voice your concern to them.
Well, here's the problem with that. That doesn't work anymore in this day and age. If we look, we've been voicing our concerns last gen, right? But are they listening to us? No.
No.
They're listening to the PC gamers. They're listening to the other guys that want their games on other platforms without having to buy this box. And you know what? We've talked enough about the hardware. I think it is time to talk about the PC problem. Because I'm going to say it outright. I've been a Sony fan for 25 years.
Can you put this up, please?
And I'm going to be the first to say it. Herman Hulst is a damn liar. He's going to get on the PlayStation blog and say that this is just one game to entice.
Of course he's a liar. He has a yesterday I would have said $500, but he has a $400 console to sell. Of course he's going to come out and say whatever he do to sell that damn thing. You know who believes him when he says this is a one-time thing without thinking about it?
I don't believe him at all.
Right after right when they announced the MLB series coming in 2021 to PC and other consoles, why should anyone believe him after he said that? Not to mention all the other high-profile games that came to PC already, the Quantic Dream games, the That Company game, the That Game Company games. Death Stranding is coming to PC.
Quantic Dream games had already went to PC.
I already just said that.
Neos went to PC. Journey went to PC. Flower went to PC.
Yes. Yeah, the trilogy by That Game Company. That's what they called themselves. That Game Company. That's what the development team calls themselves.
But yeah, I don't trust Hulse when he says this is a one-time thing. I think he's saying that to save face, to sell a $400 console. That's it.
A potentially $400 console.
Like, I don't think Sony's going to do exactly what Microsoft is going to, like, go pay day to day, like, immediately. I think it's going to be a very slow transition. Like, at first it might be like, oh, when games aren't selling well on the PS5, we're going to release it on PC. Then it's going to turn into, okay, well, after 2 or so years, it's going to go to PC. Then it's going to turn into, oh, after a year, it's going to go to PC. And then from there, it's going to get lower and lower and lower to the point of it.
Starting next year is going to be day and date with PC and other consoles.
Well, I know that, but I'm talking about like their future game, not MLB. Like, I think it's going to get lower and lower to the point it's going to be day and day. It might take like the entire PS5 generation to get to that point, but I think that's eventually where it's going. And Sony will be just killing off their PlayStation brand at that point.
I think it'll be quicker than that.
I miss Sean Layden.
I miss Ken Kuraragi. Shit. He would have put his foot down with this shit. He would have stomped his foot down and said no.
Yeah, I agree with them.
You think Heenan Hulse is the one that got Sean Layden fired?
I think Herman Hulse has been working with Jim Ryan.
Well, you have to look at it from Herman Hulse's perspective. He was always the big dog at Gorilla. He's more of a game developer first and, actually caring about the PlayStation brand. Him wanting his games on PC is probably a dream to him. And I guarantee you he's going to do everything in his power to get not just his games, but every major PlayStation game on PC. Mark my words. Because you have to look at it from his point of view. He's a developer first, a game, like a exec guy later, or second. Yeah. I mean, if you're a game developer, you're naturally going to want everyone to play your game, or as much people as possible. So I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. Like, he knows Sony has a $400 box coming. He wants to sell it. So he's going to say whatever he can to damage control it. But after that, once people buy it, I mean, he can lie and no one's going to care. Or if they do care, it's going to be too late. So.
I don't want the game quality to suffer because of this. But
well, when you're working on more than one platform, when you're thinking about limitations of other architectures and all that, well, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just don't want to see these entitled PC guys win, because it looks like they're going to get exactly what they want.
Well, it's one of the
They're going to look like right side of history and we'll be on the wrong side, so.
Most of those PC fuckheads don't even beat their fucking games. They just only play it just to look at the graphics.
No.
And mods.
No,
And
no,
fucking mods
they.
too.
I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with these guys will make a video talking about how anti-consumer exclusives are, and
Yeah,
then in
that's
the
it.
same video they'll transition and say, well, the exclusives are okay if they add value to the gaming industry and have Nintendo in the background.
Ugh.
That
They
is
just
what I
fucking love
don't like.
Nintendo.
That is what I cannot stand about these PC guys.
The hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if a PC guy was 100% exclusives are anti-consumer and had advocated for PlayStation games to go to
Then
Xbox,
why have a fucking Switch?
Xbox games to go to PlayStation, Nintendo games go everywhere. If they truly advocated every single game going everywhere, I would respect them. But they don't. But they don't have that. Their ideology goes as far as PlayStation game goes at PC. And nothing else. That's it.
It's a win to them. Somehow in their fucking minds.
They use that argument as just a means to the end to get what they want. They don't really care about that real argument, because if they did, they wouldn't accept PC exclusives. They wouldn't accept Nintendo exclusives. Give me some, doctor. Why? Look, I got a kitty.
Alright. I think I've talked enough people's ears off with all this. So we're gonna take a break and lament upon what's happened. And until then, we're out.